From Tamriel, everybody. This is Elbach with Elbach's Gaming, and we're going to do some more Elder Scrolls Online today. Still working on my Arcanist. I'm going to try to run a random today and just see what comes up. As always, if you have any questions, feel free to let me know. Alright, so first of all, I'm going to go up my writing. One thing to remember, and I'm guilty of forgetting it as well, is every day you want to make sure that you go into the stable.
Welcome, friend.
And then up whatever you decide to do. I always start with speed first. In the lower levels, I have been putting some in carrying capacity because it does add to your inventory. But the big thing you always remember to do it. The other thing I think I brought up in the past is once you're high enough level to go to Cyrodiil, you want to go ahead and do the starter quest there, because what that will do is that will get you some, that will allow you to put skill points into Alliance War, and then if you go under, sorry, not support, it's under Assault, you want to put a point in Continuous Attack. But I do believe you have to have either 2 or 3 levels within Assault to do that, which is why you need to do that starter quest. But this gives you, if you look at the bottom there, gains major gallop at all times, increasing your mount speed by 30%. So that's definitely worth it, especially at the lower levels, for sure. So, alright, so that is what we're going to do.
You there. How would you like to do something worthwhile?
Okay. Alright. So I was in Mordon because I was working on part of my companion quest. For my companion. I wanted to see if any of my guildies were in the desert, the Alclear Desert, because unfortunately I don't have any of the waypoints there. As long as you have a guild member or a friend that you're grouped with that has access to it, they go there, you can actually travel to them and get whatever waypoint they're closest to. You know, at least start it out for yourself. But, anyway, it doesn't look like anybody's there, so no problem there. We'll continue on High Isle. I did pause the quest for Necrom because I ran into a boss I was having an issue with. I'm not going to give out any spoilers for those that haven't done it, so I don't want to specifically do that. Talk about it. I mean, once we get back to the quest, we can talk about it again, but I believe there may be a bug in the quest. I haven't been able to confirm that, but I know other people that have had problems with it as well. So, people that have almost 1,900 in champion points. So, anyway, we'll see. See what happens there. So, I'm definitely going to get back to it. So, right now, I'm going to go back to High Isle and continue on that quest. High Isle was the last expansion that came out before Necrom. It's actually a nice area. There's also 2 really nice companions there. Isabel is more of a tanky type companion, and then you have Ember, who's more of a magical caster. I happen to use my Ember as a healer. There's all sorts of references online as far as companion builds if you're interested. I don't want to specifically state any, but if you Google ESO companion builds, or if you say ESO Ember companion builds, for example, if you just want Ember, that should get you what you're looking for. If you have anything specific, you can definitely drop me a line on Snapchat if you want. It's just under Elbach Gaming, and I'd be happy to give you some good references if you want. Or obviously shoot a message in the comments in the chat. Alright, so continuing on. So we need to Alright. So we're kind of still in town. I just want to check if I have any gear that I have to break down. Yeah, I have a little bit, but nothing major. I can wait, I guess. Anyway, when you're in town, if you go down, not the right area. Sorry, wrong area. I'm trying to get to where the crafters are. Sorry, other side. So anyway, for crafting, consumable crafting writs, equipment crafting writs. Go ahead and grab them anyway, finish them up quick. It's always good if you want to craft on your tune once you do the writ. So basically, to do the writ, there's trainers that you have to talk to, and they will. You have to make one item of each crafting skill. Well, you do one at a time, and they will certify you in that skill. Once you're certified, you're allowed to do writs, and there's some nice add-ons that are included that help with that. I happen to use Laser Writ Crafter, so basically, when I do this, you'll notice at the very top here, it will tell me I've got enough mats, and it'll actually craft the items for me. If you'd rather not do that, obviously you don't have to use use an add-on for that. It's kind of nice. The other nice thing it does is when you turn them in, it automatically opens whatever the boxes they give you for the tree and the crafting art, which is kind of cool. Alright, and then you notice if I don't have a crafting art at a station, the add-on will turn the name of the station green, so I know that they'll have anything to do there. Alright, it doesn't work for alchemy. For alchemy, you have to do that yourself. I'm not going to do that right now because there's 3 items I have to go farm before I can actually complete it. It also doesn't do it for... I take that back. It does do it for enchanting. Okay, so it'll tell me what I don't have too, which is really nice. Some of the basic runes for the first lower levels you can get from the enchanting store vendor, which is nice. I mean, you obviously can go farm it if you want, but this way, you're here, does it. Alright, so that one's done.
This is about.
Let's just see if... Yeah, no. I gotta find myself some rye.
Love my.
Some of the vendors will have rye. Also, the lazy writ crafter will not let you steal items if you have the writs already. That's just to protect you from that. Might want to consider that good or bad, depending on your point of view. Okay, so it looks like I got clothier. Alchemy, I can't do provision. Okay. Anyway, I have a... They added something to Lazy Writ Crafter, so you notice these letters up here. So, it will tell you, if they're green, that means you've completed them. If they're in yellow, you need to do them yet. And obviously, it's just the first letter of the crafting skills, like this one is clothing. This one's alchemy and provisioning. These 2 I can't do yet because I need rye here and I need 2 cornflower here. So, but I will finish the clothing one. Okay, I do not have enough jute, it looks like, so I cannot complete that. Wait, let's see what we got here. Right. Okay, so basically, what I can do, though, in that situation, I can refine. So, as far as that, you go ahead here and hit refine. It will do up to 15. But if you put the whole thing in, you'll just do all of it. So that's what I just did. Alright. And this is Milaneth. She is one of the persons that can train you on crafting to be able to certify you to do the writs. She does the equipment ones, so like the blacksmithing, the clothing, and the woodworking. And then this fellow here, Daniel Teleno, he does the consumable writs, which are going to be alchemy, enchanting, and provisioning. Alright, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and turn these in. Also, if you have 2 bars, you always want to turn it to your back bar when you turn these in, because that will get you a little bit of XP. Even though it's crafting, you can still get XP. Basically, to potentially give those abilities some more levels.
Resources acquired, and our understanding of arcane imbuement enhanced. A good day's work.
So, alright, one other thing I wanted to do, I forgot to do last time, I'm not going the right way, is to grab the daily for the volcanic vents. So sometimes you'll be walking around in High Isle and there's a bunch of people doing a volcanic vent. It's definitely worth doing those, because what happens is then you can get some really good resources from that. I mean, gear, could be crafting stuff, just varies. All the daily folks are up here. Over here, sorry. Is it the wrong spot? Okay, so okay, here's one of them.
You look strong and brave, or at least capable and resourceful. Did I mention that?
So she actually gives you a job, like with the overlay bosses. Unless you're doing a specific one, I would not grab that one.
Welcome,
Waylon,
adventurer.
he will give you
An
basically
agent
it's a quest.
go
It's gonna be a
to
quest for a death.
I have no
I tend to
better
grab these because sometimes when you're doing the story quest, you can get there eventually. The druid is the one that you get the.
You've a determined air about volcanic activity
vents
on the.
from.
Get? Not that I don't love them.
And then I always especially grab that one because, like I said, as you're out and about, as it were,
How did that happen?
you may find.
Never thought I'd set up shop in a
You might find some people doing that, and then you can just go ahead and do it. So, just gonna sell some stuff because I need room. Stuff I got plenty of, so not a problem. Yeah, I forgot to write those down. That's okay. No biggie. Okay. Okay, we're gonna enchant this with Shocklift. That way it's actually doing shock damage. It's kind of a low level glyph, so it's not much, but it'll give us something. And then, alright, so on our quest we need to go to the Druid's hut. Basically, so you have some backstory from what I was doing before. Basically, in High Isle they're having a problem with a group called the Ascendant Order. So basically on my last quest I learned about the fact that the Ascendant Order exists. But I currently don't know much about it. So, I mean, that's not really a spoiler, to be honest, because it is, there's not much to know there. So.
No, I'm sorry.
And she remembers me. I must have.
I had another quest here, so
You
I
found
was
it.
kind of working on that.
I think.
Alright, let's continue on. Hope everybody's doing well today. Okay, that's not the direction I want to go. Where am I going? Yeah, that's right. Just over there. Okay. The one downside is when you're next to a city, you always get the city map. But if you open a big map and right click it, it expands it. So you can actually see everything. Alright, and where I want to go is right there. By the druid.
Yeah.
So, for those that are new to the game does not come with this mini map by default, but there are all sorts of add-ons that will give you a mini map. I am currently using the Bandits UI. It has mini map plus a couple add-in features that are nice. I'm not endorsing it by any means. There are all sorts of add-ons out there. If you go to ESO UI, I believe it is, that's one place to get them. You could also download the Minion app that will actually let you install. Just, it's a nice way to do it, but I know if you go to ESO UI, I believe. Let me just check that quick. I think it's ESO UI. Alright, let's see here. I think it's ESO UI. Yep. I'm sure there's other websites you can get the add-ons from as well. This one seems to be updated pretty frequently, so I happen to like it. Like I said, not endorsing it, just so I'll put that in the chat just in case anybody's interested. There you go. Alright, moving on. Alright, so the Druid hut is over here. It's not, it's called a hut, it's more of a cave, to be fair. I'm actually going to grab Runestone.
Good find, cohort.
Alright. So here's Druid Renata.
Greetings, traveler. Is there something I can do for you? Do you need a poultice or perhaps an herbal tea? Ah, yes. The curious mage and the stern warrior. A clearing to the southwest. I'll mark the spot on your map. I saw...
Okay. So basically we were asking her about the guild delegates, so I go help find them. I am also going to queue for a random dungeon. Randoms are worthwhile. You get bonus rewards. They actually mail them to you. I'll be honest, it's not always going to be something that's good for your build or whatnot. It's just, you normally get a weapon, you get some transmute geodes, and some other items that you get. So, but like I said, it's not always something helpful for how you have your character set up. Sometimes it is, but you can always use it maybe for another character. So a lot of times they're purple weapons, so it's kind of nice.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. Looks like there's a quest here. It's alright, so basically a map fragment he was not able to deliver it, I guess, to whoever wanted it. So Also, regarding crafting, there are some nice things. If you're going to craft, if you're going to farm items, there are some nice things you can get. I'm not there yet on this tune yet, but like for example, and you'll see it in each of the lines, Kenai Regions. What it does is it effectively lights it up. If you're 20 yards or closer, obviously as you put more points in, you can see it further away. The other thing you want to do is put points in this. Has to do with you using higher level mats. So, just something to be aware of.
Over here. I could use some help.
Alright. Here's the guild master for the Aegis Guild.
You're the one Lady Arabelle spoke to at the docks, aren't you? Guild General Quentin accompanied me to visit Druid Ravana. I don't think so. And Ravana told you where to find us? No. We came upon them just as they were finishing an attack on a caravan. But I wrecked the ships. If they recognized us as delegates, there's all sorts of ways they could... Lady Arabelle and I had dealt with them on the mainland. The Order tried to stop the conference by... I came to talk to Ravana about arcane and related topics, and...
Alright, so we gotta go back to the hut to see if there's anything else I got. Oh, here, no. Okay. One thing to note about companions as well, in some cases they will, if you're riding and you get close to an enemy, sometimes they will stop and attack it. It happens quite semi-frequently, not all the time. If you're going fast enough away from something, in a lot of cases you won't have that issue, but just something to keep in mind when you're riding along. If all of a sudden you don't see your companion, that's probably why.
I understand, Valencia. Do what you must.
I owe you a debt of gratitude for coming to my aid. I enchanted the invitation medallions that each delegate carries, so I can trace my own magic to locate Quentin. Now let me see. They moved north and east, across the lock. I see a Lady Arabelle asked me to try... No, we...
Alright. I need to go back and... We gotta go talk to Lady Arabelle. Alright, dungeon is ready. So now we're going to the Banished Cells. This is actually one that I had for the Undaunted quest. When you pick up the Undaunted skill line, when you talk to them, they have you go to a dungeon that's in your Alliance territory that your character's part of. Literally all you have to do is really walk into the dungeon. You don't actually have to do it, but...
Three of my comrades.
I'm playing the Arcanist, and one thing I'd like to mention is there's an ability in the Soldier Tree, which is kind of a tanking-ish skill line. There's an ability called, I think it's Red Jolt. It's the very first ability you can put a skill point in. And obviously, when you level a character, you want to put a skill point in each tree and have those abilities slot. The big thing is if you're not a tank, do not use it, because it has some other stuff in it, but the one big thing it does is it will taunt, and that will actually pull the character off. Watch had mentioned that they kind of pass on that information. It's good to know. So the big thing is I'd suggest is when you add new abilities you're not familiar with, definitely read what they say. Sometimes they'll have some little thing at the bottom that kind of makes all the difference in the world, really, as far as how it works.
What delightful folly is this? The Keep have enlisted an outsider to face me? You fools have fallen so low!
Door. See to him.
By the Imperial light. Let's hope he lives.
Has he been slain?
This is one of the earlier dungeons to get access to. Later on, some of these dungeons have some good champions here. One of the monster sets is in head, but monster sets are basically a combination of helm, shoulders, the Yosa ability. I haven't one character that's got one that will actually have a chance to bring out a shadow planetary that will attack for a brief moment.
We found her.
I see her. Let's hope she lives. We'll need her before the day is done.
She's going to be fine with a little restoration magic. We should be considering how to handle the High Kinlord.
Even if we defeat him, how do we contain him? He's already escaped once. If we could control Daedric magic, perhaps this wouldn't have happened. What do you think, Sirion? Fight fire with fire?
Stay your tongue, Veranil. You insult your lineage by even thinking it. Does the High Kinlord's fate appeal to you so? We go with my plan and divide his essence among us. We can't escape his prison.
All right.
I'm going to enjoy this. Ah, it's the outsiders. So the keepers are afraid to face me. Very well. You'll die in their stead. Amusing. Haven't you noticed that the pact I've made protects me from death?
Ignore his words, keepers. Begin the separation.
I'm not confident this will work, Sirion.
What are you lot doing?
Ah, cohort.
Oh, I do so love to see magic. Is that what this is? This isn't as grand as the spells I learned from the Daedra. But I don't expect much from you. Remember, children, you'll never keep me here of your own accord. Not when the Daedra fight for me. Perhaps you'd fare better if you had Daedra on your side.
His madness nears delirium. Ignore him, keepers. Bind the High Kinlord.
By the light of Helion, the keepers of the vanished cells hereby condemn resist the 12th to imprisonment unending.
Oh my, it looks like you've won. Old Relis's days of freedom are over, it seems.
I thought you said this bastard wouldn't be able to speak.
He should. The prison's not. I'll make sure of it. I'll make sure of it. Thanks to you, you have been a boon to us.
Alright, so we got through that dungeon. Pretty straightforward. I always try to check my gear at the end, or if I know for sure I got something I can use, I may put it on immediately. It really depends on the group. Some groups are not conducive. We'll just say not conducive to that. Nice. Alright, so to get a ring out of it. And like I was talking about before, if we go check mail, we'll have something. Premium undaunted exploration supplies. Like I said, you get some stuff that's useful. Like for example, I got a shield of agility. I'm not a tank. But you can always add to your... what people refer to as a sticker book. So basically, you have item sets. So I'm using an add-on that will mark the ones that I don't have. I just wanted to bring that up when you see this next thing. Okay, so armor. You see all these pieces that have these little things on. So anyway, basically what you can do is if you break this down, if you deconstruct it, or if you right-click it, hit bind, that will add it to your, and you'll see sets updated. I always make sure that I do that because if for some reason I forget to break it down and I sell it, then you won't have that out. You won't get that. So, lower levels of crafting, you definitely want to always sell stuff. It just definitely works out better for you. So, alright, I'm going to take a short break. And I will... Alright, and we are back. Apologize for the extended away. Alright, so I did talk to Lady Arabelle, so now we need to go to the crypts with her. So, try to get some more information on this Ascendant Order. Alright, so, I'm gonna go here. Well, let's go there. Crypts.
There. It's open. Got any more locks you need picked? How about you, Valencia?
I think not, thank you.
Now's not the time to talk.
I can't pinpoint the exact location of Quentin's medallion. He could be anywhere in here.
I'll scout ahead. Maybe someone should watch the door in case anyone follows us.
I'll keep watch. Be careful.
Aw, I knew you cared.
Quentin is our priority, but keep your eyes open. Who knows what the Ascendant Order left lying about?
Ascendant Order propaganda. Don't be taken in. They are not as benevolent as they want you to think. No sign of Quentin yet. We should keep going. The Ascendant Order has the captains of our missing ships. But where are the Alliance leaders? First things first, clear the path to the South Crypt, please. We must rescue the captains and hope that Quentin is with them.
Lady Arabelle.
Colleen, Zaji, Zuzo. Thank the Divines are all right. But where are the delegates?
Apologies, my lady. We lost our charges.
Zaji, it's not all right.
Not to spoil the reunion, but we're about to get company.
Jakan, free the captains. Friend, keep the Ascendant Order at bay. Buy us some time.
By Mora's many eyes.
Stupid thing won't... Wait, got it!
Collect Valencia and get the captains to safety, Jakan. We'll find Quentin.
The Knights took Quentin away not long ago. I think they're questioning him now.
Then we must hurry. Come, my friend. Jakan and... Down there. It's Quentin. Let's listen and try to figure out what's going on.
A new age of peace is upon us. An age of free peoples, standing together, not kneeling to distant thrones.
This is not your war, General. What say you?
The war took everything from me. I am with you. How can I help?
The Order is trying to recruit Quentin? We have to put a stop to this.
They want to fight, do they?
Each delegate carries a medallion like this one, Magus. It serves as both an invitation and a key.
We need your access later. Right now, I want you to kill the meddling investigator nipping at our heels.
Lady Arabelle? But she's...
No longer working alone. She's found some capable help. Deal with them.
Oh, Quentin. I guess you made your choice.
chance, Quentin. Stop these fools and strike a blow for the people.
I'm sorry, but I have made my choice.
For the Ascendant Order!
We can't allow the General to stop us. I'm sorry it came to that, but well fought, my friend. Let's speak outside. I didn't expect Guild General Quentin to turn on us, and I certainly didn't desire his death. It seems sympathy for the Ascendant Order is more widespread than I knew. Do I expect it? No. But that doesn't mean we should let to Mandrake Manor. Ah, there you are. Go inside and talk to Captain Colleen. Find out what happened at sea. I need a moment to collect my thoughts.
I honestly didn't think we'd have an armored... We were nearing... I'm not sure.
If there is... I did not.
Over here, dear. We have much to do. I adore this view. Isn't the Colossus a... And neither do we. And neither... Just as the Colossus watches over Gonfalon Bay. Well, the largest allied...
Smells that in the air.
Be careful how you talk to the no.
Palatable. Delicious. Perhaps scrumptious.
Alright, so one thing they add with
Come
High
on,
Isle
just
is
one more
skills
match.
tribute.
Heard all that, eh? Ah, Razomad's the game
Ridiculous nose ring? Find
Which is
another
basically a
racket,
card game.
Gragas.
It's in-
Tribute
it's
ain't
in-
for you.
Game. So I can show you. 'Cause, this character's never done it yet, so you can see the beginnings of it.
Welcome to the... Welcome!
Greetings, my friend, and welcome to the Gonfalon. Then you have... Dear bro...
Oh, did it? You tried to defeat me, of course. First to 40 prestige, or winning the favour of all the patrons, is the victor. Don't worry, chum. I'll explain that.
Yeah, I'm just gonna play a regular game because I have played this before. Any cards were played until they are knocked out. Okay, so coin. Gain 2 coin. Stop moving my card. Alright. And I'll be honest, I'm still fairly new at this, so we do what we can. So that's 4. more patron points. Smoking me. So I got 6. So it's 4. Doing good. I don't have enough. Bad, but it's not going to take much for him to win. Why did I get the power? progress right now. Alright, so 5. Got 3. Jesus. A lot. Let's see. Can't buy any of that. That's not enough. Okay, so I've got 4. Wait, I got 40. Why is he going to turn?
You return now? Oh, then it is my honor. You joined the Roysters Club at an opportune... You joined? No?
Alright, so I won. Wasn't looking good there for a while, but I won. So that was cool. Okay. And the tribute, if you win or lose, you get rewards. crap. Nothing wrong with that. Alright, I would like to thank everybody for joining me, and enjoy all your gaming in Tamriel or wherever your trips take you.